Okay, I think I'm actually live now. Of course, I won't know until it starts to show on Stream Manager. Yes! Here we are. I apologize for the delay, everyone who saw the two auto tweets from Streamlabs before. Here's the thing, I made two previous attempts to go live. At first I thought that Streamlabs needed my credentials to be refreshed, but then after I refreshed my credentials, it kept not working, so I actually had to reboot my computer, and now something fixed itself. Technology, you know? That's how it is. Another question you might be asking is why we're starting on the options menu. The reason for that is that I am playing this game on the PlayStation 3, which, while a bit of a bastard to get working on a live stream, is still a lot less of a hassle than actually hooking up my PlayStation 2 and getting that to work, because at least the monitor that I play games on knows what to do with the PS3 signal once it's filtered through the converter. I play my games on a PC monitor, and it really does not know what to do with older systems that don't send it a signal that's in the correct aspect ratio and everything. So, yeah, we are playing Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, the first game in a series that I've been mentioning on BrainScratch Commentaries for years now. Before we start, I want to mention that I have changed up my controls just a tiny bit. And I say just a tiny bit because that's really all you can do. You can only map the face buttons. By default, the Use Magic button is on the X button, and the Action button is on the circle button for some reason. This isn't even a Japanese game, so I don't know why that is. But yeah, I swapped these two around. Attack is square, which ironically falls perfectly in line with modern games, although I don't think that was what they were going for at the time. And the forms menu is on the triangle button, which won't come up for a little bit. Anyway, hello to the, let me just slide Streamlabs over, 3 people who are watching me right now. That's actually like 3 more people than I expected to tune in for this old as hell game. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, developed by Silicon Knights, the first of the Legacy of Kain series, and you could call it the most out of step with the later games because it was developed by a different company and with different writers. It does, however, have most of the same voice talent, though. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because the moment I hit start game, we're going to be watching a CG intro. And because Legacy of Kain is heavy on voice acting, even this early in the series, I'm going to zip my lip during most of the cutscenes.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
Fulfilling the circular mallet of the Sapphire, you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome.
And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
So yes, as you can tell, this is a very old game. We're looking at like one of the games that was exploring the possibilities of CD-based media at a time when a lot of stuff was in flux and people didn't know how to make 3D games properly, and we're still trying to explore the possibilities of 2D games in weird graphical styles that no one had had the technology to experiment with. So we have a game that's sort of similar to the kind of thing that that ugly Zelda CDI top-down game was trying to go for, except a lot less murky in terms of visibility. We also have voice acting, and although the audio compression leads to a lot of it not sounding great by today's standards, the voice work is, for the most part, really, really, really good. Oh, if you love Kain monologuing to himself like that, get used to it, because he does it a lot during this game. In fact, hang on, do I have... No, I don't have a menu yet. I do have a zoom button. I forgot that was in here. You can zoom out and zoom in based on what you need. And there's also a map. How do I turn off the map? Oh, the X button. Okay. Thank you. Oh no. I'm under attack. Run! Run! I'm sure this house is safe. Well, damn.
End it. Now.
They victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
And there we are. We are now a vampire. It's a very short opening.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
So yeah, we're brought back to life exactly where they buried us. Except we are now very obviously a vampire. And when I say very obviously, I mean until you get a spell to disguise yourself as a human peasant, they basically know you're a monster the moment they see you and will run away and or attack you, depending on whether they're a peasant or a guard. Okay, this is a very simple and straightforward top-down RPG. You have a directional movement, you can do attack combos, and that's pretty much all you can do at this particular moment. You will get a lot of spells and items as you progress, but for now, all we have is this.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
It's a good emergency spell, but teleporting yourself back to the first room of the game means a kinda tedious, like, trip out of the crypt so that you can get back to where you were before. Alright, the X button is also the feed button. There we go. So, yeah, I'm sure that grave robber was, like, totally expecting to be killed and fed on by the guy whose grave he was here to rob. Oh, here we go. This is one of the funnier items in the series.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the Heart of Darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
It must not be that precious. I mean, there are hundreds of those things lying around Nosgoth. There is actually a lore reason why you can use the Heart of Darkness multiple times, and it is just one Heart of Darkness. But that wasn't something they got around to thinking up a reason for until like the last game in the series, Defiance. So. This game was not designed to have sequels, and for that matter, the first sequel they made was not originally intended to have more sequels after that, but the history of Legacy of Kain's development is a fascinating one. There's a website you can go to, thelostworlds.net. I think it's thelostworlds.net. Let me think. www.thelostworlds.net. Yes, that is the exact website. Thelostworlds.net is a website that chronicles all the cut content and concept changes that have occurred across this series. It's one of my earliest interactions with the intricacies of game development, and this one's got quite a lot of development history attached to it. Oh hey, look at that, a prisoner. Why are there... Okay, this is a crypt. Why are there prisoners in a crypt? I never understood this. What is she doing here? What are these people doing here? I mean, it's convenient.
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
Oh yeah, health increases. You don't have to like collect a whole bunch of heart container fragments to get a life increase. You just find a vial, and it gives you a little bit of extra health. Oh yes, rest in peace, dead son. I really, really, really wish that we had gotten dead son. Anyway, let's go over here. I don't need food yet, so I'm going to leave her where she is. This is a magic increase. Works pretty much the same way as the health increases, except for the minor foible that you start with 0 magic capacity, so you actually need quite a few of these before you can start casting spells at all.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
Okay. Dungeon design in this game is quite primitive. In fact, the design of a lot of things in this game are quite primitive. You noticed how, like, the item that we picked up was a card. Well, whenever Kain is going to comment on something in the environment, well, most of the time, there are some, like, very rare instances where he'll do it without this, but you see these little triangle icons with glowy symbols on them, right? Step on them.
Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite, and if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
You see? It's, these things, they're not just tutorial symbols either. These things are the things you have to step on to get him to comment on things in the story as well. So, there is a lot of weird, extremely gamey stuff going on in the way this game is designed. And I'm not entirely sure why they did that, because every other aspect of the game is trying to be taken super duper seriously and narratively and all. And it works, but Blood Omen is just like got a really strange combination of elements going into it. I would have loved to be like a fly on the wall in the development offices for Blood Omen. Because it seems like there's a lot of like weirdness going into the concept development for this game. What system was this originally for? PlayStation 1. There was a PC version, but apparently due to legal issues, they haven't been able to re-release the PC
When
version.
rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
Oh, right. There is a weather system and a day-night cycle, and a moon phase system that continually ticks by in the background. And this is not just cosmetic. When it's raining or snowing, your health is going to go down. When it's nighttime, you're stronger than you are during the day. I'm not sure why Kain doesn't just burn up in the sun like the vampires in the rest of the series do, but yeah. And of course, like any good Zelda, Metroidvania kind of experience, we're going to gain more abilities as we go through the environment. I took some rain damage there. It's a very slow process. Oh, no. It just doesn't start happening until you get really wet. Like, we're gonna gain the ability to jump fences, for example, to get items that are on the other side of the fence, but not quite yet. I'll probably use the Sanctuary spell to get back here once I have that ability, though, because there's quite a bit of stuff you can find. Now, okay, saving the game again. And yeah, the game starts at like 5 days because you're dead for that length of time. So I'm not exactly sure how long it takes for the days to pass, and I am not sure how long it takes for the moon phases to pass either. But the moon phases are important because there are some places in the game that you can only get to during a full moon. And several of them involve like powerful spells or a lot of secrets. One of the things to watch out for, though, as far as secrets are concerned, this is not the correct menu, but I will show this off in a little bit. Where is the options menu? Was it the select button? Oh, yes. Get used to CD load times because they're everywhere in this game. Okay. Dark Diary. Is this what I'm looking for? No, this is the... Oh, there is the cutscene theater. Yes, you can go back and watch all the FMVs in the Dark Diary in the menu if you want. That is pretty nice. Okay, so there's this record-keeping thing. There's slayings, there's meals, there's mutilations, and there's however many out of 100 secrets that you found throughout the game. And between all of these numbers, you have a prestige rank. You start out at Whelp, and the highest rank is Devourer of Worlds. If you get a high number of mutilations, meals, and slayings, and find all of the secrets, you can reach the Devourer of Worlds rank by the end of the game. Why would you want to do this? Bragging rights. There was no other reason to do it on the PS1, and you don't really get any completion bonuses either. The 100 secrets thing might seem intimidating, but they kind of cheated on that number. It's, there's one, like, secret dungeon that you can get into during the full moon, and just progressing through it and hitting all the floor switches nets you like a quarter of the game's total secrets. So, yeah, and sometimes they group multiple secrets together within the same set of mechanisms. It's a little underhanded, really. It just seems like they wanted to be able to say, oh, there's 100 secrets in this game on the back of the box, which is what they say on the back of the box. Also, of course, there is a world map, which is actually a kind of nice-looking world map. That seems to be, like, the same graphics that they put on the printout map that this game originally came with. It will always tell you where you're headed, and, of course, as you travel through the world, parts of it light up to signify where you've been. And, yeah, you will be going pretty much everywhere on this map. It is not an open-world game, but it is a pretty extensive world with quite a few towns and quite a lot of dungeons in it. So there's a lot of meat to Nosgoth, and it's also conceptually one of the more interesting game worlds that I've played through. Oof. When you have an itch on your scalp underneath a baseball cap, it is annoying. And I don't want to take the hat off because you've seen my stupid dorky Leon S. Kennedy haircut. It would take me like 2 minutes to get my hat off, scratch my head, put my hat back on, put my headset back on. Feed me. It's very, very clear that the whole sucking blood telekinetically thing was there so that they wouldn't have to... animate Kain like sucking blood from individual enemies, because that would have been hokey without doing individual animations for every single enemy. But it did sort of become an iconic part of the series, so I can't blame them. Oh, another grave robber. No! The stunned enemy in front of me, not the helpless prisoner behind. I mean, not that Kain cares. Kain is a jerk. More health. More magic. The European copy of the game doesn't come with a printout map. Well, the PS1 version didn't come with the printout map to begin with. It's the PC version that would have come with that. It was a bit traditional back then for RPGs on the PC to come with, like, printout maps and stuff. Blood Omen was like... it came out, like, at the end of that particular era where that was common. And yeah, if you hit the feed button multiple times and there are multiple targets within range, you can feed on multiple enemies at once. Just don't ever feed on anything with blood that isn't colored red, because that's bad blood, and it will do bad things to you if you feed on it. I mean, you can't feed on these skeletons either without, like, special magic that feeds on living enemies when they aren't stunned, but their blood's green, so that will poison you, for example. Anyway, we have a switch puzzle. No real indication as to what switch to hit. So you just gotta brute force it, really. I'm, like, out of range of his directional attacks. It's great. It's worth noting that in this game, you do have directional movement, but a lot of the hitbox stuff gets really wonky and imprecise when diagonal movement is concerned. So you want to always be attacking horizontal or vertical whenever possible, just to avoid that. Of course, the enemy doesn't know that, so let them flail.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
Charming. That is the first of our items. And of course you want to be careful with these, but... Well, the second of our items.
Darkness.
You can assign items to different menu shortcuts for quick access, and the same goes for magic. Of course, you have a limited quantity of these. There are ways to get large quantities of any given item as you progress through the game, but we'll get to those as we go. Also,
Iron sword. Forged by the Cerioli, the legendary weapon masters of Nosgoth, this blade will serve me well in life and beyond.
Kain has verbal descriptions of everything that you can find, and if you happen to have not heard it out in the world when he picked it up the first time, you can just hit the magic cast button in the inventory and he'll describe it for you.
As it was born from hellfire, forged by the necromancer's magic, my armor resists fire and provides me with strong defense.
And then, of course, there's our
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my
I know, Kain, you've already told me. So, yeah. Unfortunately, there is a load time every time you enter and exit a menu, which is a bit tedious because you're going to be changing weapons quite a lot once you get better weapons. Because the better weapons in this game tend to destroy the enemy rather than stunning them so that you can feed them. So your basic sword is... Alright, you two shut up. Your basic sword is going to be in heavy use throughout the entire game simply because it's the easiest weapon to stun enemies with so that you can feed on them. Once you get the flame sword, well, it burns them up. You can't feed on that. You get the soul reaver, it explodes them. You can't feed on that. And the twin axes, you can stun the enemy with those if you're really careful, but usually you'll wind up hitting them after they get stunned and they'll die. So, yeah, you can't feed on dead enemies in Blood Omen, in spite of him doing exactly that most of the time in Blood Omen 2. You activate a lot of things simply by touching them as well, which is another somewhat archaic aspect of this game's design. If you want to see how Legacy of Kain began, you're going to have to deal with a lot of archaic stuff. It gets really, like, smooth as butter the moment you get into the second game, but Blood Omen 1 is an acquired taste. It's one of the oldies. It's a goodie, but it's an oldie. In all the ways. The right ways and the wrong ways. Don't you need a specific spell to feed on multiple enemies at once? No, no. You need a specific spell to feed on enemies without stunning them first. But if you just hit the feed button multiple times, you will actually be fine. You can feed on multiple enemies, as long as there's multiple stunned targets within range, anyway. Can't push these boulders yet. I need a specific ability before I can do that, so this is another thing you want to come back to once you have that ability. The mace actually stuns enemies but can't kill them, so... Oh yeah, I forgot about the mace. Probably because I never use it. Ah, that's another... Alright, save point. Funny enough, like, none of the other games bothered with the giant ornate save obelisk things, except for Soul Reaver 2. They just come back for that one game, and then they disappear again for the next 2 games after that. Wait, did Defiance have big giant save obelisks? I don't think it did. It might have, though. I don't remember Defiance very much. I don't like Defiance. The story moments in Defiance are top tier. Like, the writing is great, except for the 1 or 2 points where they fumble with the continuity. But the gameplay is like the poorest man's Devil May Cry. So, like, why would you ever?
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things.
I wonder if that means he eventually, like, can't go out in the sun at all. But maybe he just can right now because he's...
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
It was a bit of a tonal change from your last monologue, Kain. I think maybe they hadn't entirely figured out where the voice clips go when they recorded them. So that would explain the awkwardness of how they ended up together next to each other in game. Oh, damn.
If we put you down once, we could do it again.
What trickery is this?
Yeah, these are the guys who killed me. Or
Their
Kain.
sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
That was a short game, wasn't it, guys? No, it's not nearly that simple. The Legacy of Kain storyline, even this early, gets pretty convoluted. Also, that voice line triggers, like, way early, because there are still assassins, like, further up the road. Defiance had autosave at checkpoints? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You might notice that I don't often use the combo attacks in this game. The reason for that is they're a bit clumsy, and also you tend to accidentally kill things before you can feed on them. So I find myself swiping once and backing off, swiping once and backing off, and repeating that process over and over until they start swaying like this, at which point you can feed on them. Health drains, like, slowly enough that you don't have to worry too much about it, but fast enough that you kind of do.
'Tis not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters, look to the pillars, and gain way to the fortress of the mind.
Okay, so Tony J, I think his name is, that particular voice actor, you probably recognize him because he's got that really, really distinctive voice. I think he's the same guy who plays as Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Well, they cast him as the necromancer Mortanius in this game. Then they cast him as the Elder God in the sequels, which led to some awkwardness when they decided they wanted to bring Mortanius back for the final game. So they had to cast a completely different voice actor with a completely different kind of voice as Mortanius when he appeared in that game. They came up with a slightly clever explanation for that. They made him look completely different and then had him put on a mask so that he looks like he does in Blood Omen, which I would assume is also like an explanation for why he sounds different as well.
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place.
Yep. Okay, that guy's just gonna ignore us. Sure. Why not? Hi. Can't talk to him. You kind of, like, really, really obviously look like a monster, so... I mean... They don't seem to care at the moment, but if you were to cross into view of a guard, they would attack you, and you can't talk to them in this form either. Dead. But yeah, there's no reason to explore this town quite yet because, well, while there are things that you can find, without the disguise spell and without the wolf jumping ability, you can't really find much of the good stuff. So we'll be coming back here eventually, but not now.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
Kain. It took you like 300 years to learn that you should probably think ahead before making big life-changing decisions. I hit the feed button and it read the sign again. And it fed on him. Like, it did both things at once. Oh, man. Jank old games are the best. Actually, it takes exactly 4 hits to kill these guys, so you can absolutely do the combo attack in this one. Ve Victus! Kain's catchphrase, which I'm like halfway sure is mispronounced Latin, like badly mispronounced Latin. Oh yeah, projectile enemies. Remember what I said about movement being 8-directional? Yeah, these guys will just continue throwing knives in the wrong direction. But I'm too far away. Oh, damn. And I think his knife was hitting the tree. Oh, damn. Damn. Dead. Okay. Yeah, the screen shifts around, shifting around like this is, like, awkward. The camera's a little too closely pulled in, so in order to give you visibility, they kind of have to shift around. And this was a really old game, so in order to make a visually appealing heads-up display, they actually just created a whole opaque border for all that stuff to exist in, because it was really hard to make an appealing user interface back then. They hadn't quite mastered all the techniques that go into creating transparent overlays. Oh god, it's raining again. Damn. Hang on, Kain. I need to feed. I need my caffeine. It's like blood, except not quite as murdery, but just as vital. Dead. So these guys take 3 hits with the iron sword. Gotta be careful with those combo attacks. Also, don't step in the water, because in case you couldn't tell, that would be bad. Oh, it's nighttime, so I'm actually, like, doing more damage with my attacks now. Jeez. I hate that the game starts you out on the full moon, because that virtually guarantees that when you get to the first full moon door, it won't be a full moon.
Night dawns, and with it, the vampire grows stronger.
Thank you, Kain. I just explained that, but...
The pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
Fun thing, Blood Omen wasn't originally supposed to be Blood Omen. It was conceptualized as a different game entirely that was supposed to be called The Pillars of Nosgoth. I'm not exactly sure how different that project was, but... Okay, one of the more awkward things about travel in Nosgoth is that some areas don't seamlessly connect. There are these big, obvious teleporters that teleport you from one area to the other. These things... Well, there are teleportation devices in the other games, but different teleportation devices that make more sense within the world. This is just... loading screen. And now you're at the Pillars of Nosgoth. Do you know what other games did with the Pillars of Nosgoth? They connected them to another location with a gate. As in a physical gate that opens and shuts and was built by human hands.
Nupraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ariel, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Nupraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Nupraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Nupraptor began.
So yeah, that's our big quest. You might think at this point in the game that the rest of the story would be like go to dungeon, kill Circle member, and restore pillar. And for the first 2 dungeons, it does sort of seem like that's going to be the formula, but then
The Pillar of Balance.
They just take the formula and break it over their knee. And quite a few of the dungeons in the main plot and quite a few of the bosses actually have nothing to do with the Circle of Nine at all, and are just things that you end up having to do during your adventure to get something that you need. And then there's the stuff involving Mobius, which gets pretty convoluted as it goes on. So, well, they were very, very clearly trying to avoid being too formulaic. Anyway, let's check out the pillars. We have the Pillar of Balance in the middle.
The Pillar of the Mind.
That would be the first pillar we're going to restore, Nupraptor's pillar.
The Pillar of Dimension.
I always liked this detail about the Pillar of Dimension, and I don't think they do it in the future games when you see the pillars. But like the part of the pillar that signifies what it is like ghostly and invisible, as if it's partially phasing out of this realm of existence, and none of the other pillars have that going on.
The pillar of conflict.
I think in the future games they also changed completely what the symbol on the pillar was.
The pillar of nature. The pillar of energy. The pillar of time. The pillar of states.
This one's a little cheesy cheap. They just put the icons for the wolf and bat forms on the pillar.
The pillar of death.
So, let's see. Which Legacy of Kain game would you say is my favorite in the series? Probably Soul Reaver 1, because it's, like, the most generally well-designed as a game. I mean, Soul Reaver 2 is good, and I enjoy the puzzles, but it's very, very linear compared to Soul Reaver 1, and Blood Omen 2 is a good game, but also a blatantly unfinished one, and Legacy of Kain Defiance has a great story, but it's a bad game. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. It's a bad game. And that's unfortunate because it's the only game that lets you play as both Kain and Raziel in the same story, and that was such an interesting idea. I wish they had been able to do more with it. Now, what's this thing?
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
It's a good thing that there's a bat form card directly in front of this bat form obelisk.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me.
Now, if I were to use bat form, I have access to both the obelisk that I just found, and also to the Pillars of Nosgoth, but not to my Sanctuary, unfortunately. You have to use the Sanctuary spell to fly back there. Oh well. I didn't need to do that, I just thought I'd show that off. Every major location that you can fly to has this impressive for the time CG flying to animation, complete with its own little music track. You don't want to fly to there are some places in the game where you'll see a location from a distance and unlock the ability to fly directly there. You don't ever want to do that when it happens, though, because you'll be skipping over the area that you would have traversed to get there, and the game designers, being cruel bastards, inevitably put something important that you want to get in those spaces, so you'll be missing it if you skip over those areas. Like, when you see Vorador's mansion, you could fly straight to Vorador's mansion, sure, but you'll be skipping the fire sword. So don't do that. Anyway, our first job is not going to be going directly to Nupraptor's retreat, but to explore this dungeon, which I believe has the wolf form in it. No, this has the light spell in it. The wolf form is later, jeez. Well, we'll definitely need the light spell. That's kind of important, actually, because, as you can see, when it gets dark in this game, it gets dark. Hang on, what's over here? Is there a save point over here? I think there's a save point over here. You'll probably be breathing a sigh of relief half the time when the game transitions into a dungeon, because it rains quite a lot in this game. Yeah, being able to fly to the sanctuary, heal yourself up, and then fly back to wherever you're going is kind of helpful, but there's a slightly tedious, like, you have to get out of your sanctuary and cross multiple rooms with a few enemies in them every time it happens. It's not the most convenient thing in the world, but it's more convenient than the alternative. Dead. Get used to the one-hit kill skeletons, because you're going to be seeing them for a little while at the beginning of the game. The enemies do get more varied. They get actually quite a lot more varied as the game goes on. Okay. Ow. If you couldn't tell, some of the game design elements, like these floating spike balls, are a bit hokey, and the sound design, apart from the incredible voice acting and the really nice music, is not great. In fact,
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
good to know. Oh, wait, hang on. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the sound effects are like really stock and generic, and even the soundtrack. It was really early days for CD quality audio, and they did use CD music for all of the music rather than sequencing off of the sound card. But they hadn't mastered the art of looping CD audio quality music, so the music is constantly fading out and then restarting, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, let's see.
Sanctuary, light.
Let's put the light spell over here.
While it is true...
Yep. Yes, I know. Thank you. Which button was the magic menu? Hang on. L1? Yes. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. It just wasn't responding right away. Okay. Now. Oh, no, that's the forms button. Hang on. Circle button. There we go. The light will eventually fade out, so don't dawdle, basically. Oh, get used to hearing that voice clip. Yeah, fed on blood telekinetically so badass that it actually phased through the solid rock wall. Oh. Oh, damn it.
Please, help me, kind sir.
Yeah, the light fades out actually, like, faster than you would expect, so watch out. That's just another enemy. There we go. That's where I'm going. Let me think. How about no? I'm gonna be hearing this in my nightmares now. Alright, let's grab another flay. Alright. Oof. I forgot the skeletons explode on contact. I mean, yeah, that's what you expect when you see a skeleton walking toward you. It just blows up the moment it touches you. It's a nitro skeleton or something. Oh, damn it. Magic upgrade, good.
kind, sir.
Oh, immediately takes damage after feeding on the prisoner. I'm good at this game. I can play this game. This game is one that I'm good at. Oh, hey, I hit an invisible switch. Thank you.
Be kind, sir.
Gonna ask for help now? Didn't think so.
Please, help me, kind, sir.
Okay. Whew. Hello, Kreba, and thank you for the host.
Please, help me, kind, sir.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that, but... The magic meter is a little weird. It always looks like there's a little bit at the top that's empty, but it's actually not. Oh, there we go. On the other hand, you'll always know if your blood meter is full because as long as the blood like crosses up into that little gold-colored brass thing at the top of the vial, you've got enough blood. And you thought Dark Castle sound effects were unpleasant. Actually, I don't even know what that is, so no, I didn't. What is Dark Castles? Loading. There we go. And that's one semi-optional dungeon down. That's pretty much how a lot of the optional and/or semi-optional or and/or mandatory ability dungeons go.
As
You get...
daylight chases
Oh.
darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
Thank you. As I was saying, that's how a lot of these dungeons go. You get an ability early on, and then you have to go through a whole dungeon of using that ability to get you used to it. The game is pretty aggressive in making sure you know what you're doing with your new abilities. Oh, Dark Castles is an old Sega Genesis game that the AVGN reviewed. Okay. And... oh, that's just a sign pointing back to where I came from. Oh, damn it! Okay, it only takes one hit to kill the wolves. Good to know. Noctulm, the next town over. Good, good. Oh, but we need the wolf form in order to progress, so we're going through another dungeon. Which is helpfully labeled with a floor mat that shows a cartoon wolf. I should mention something about old-style PC games is that, and, well, whether it had a console version or not, this was designed as an old-style PC game. A lot of the times, instead of, like, organically telling you through the environment that something was somewhere or where you were, they would just, like, leave text on the floor telling you something about the area. And that was a tradition that gradually, but too gradually, like, it very slowly faded out of favor as graphics actually started to get good enough to do things in ways that didn't break the fourth wall, like, into a million pieces. But no, now we know that this is the dungeon where you get the wolf form, and we knew the moment we walked into that last dungeon that it was the place where you get the light spell because someone had painted a picture on the floor of Kain, specifically Kain, casting a light spell. Well, thank you for commenting on my bedroom walls. I'm I mean, I just sort of threw posters up on the walls of this house that I'm renting a room in, but, you know. I do like the Detective Conan wall scroll that I got when I bought the DVD set. It's one of my favorites. Had that for years. Wolf form, here we go.
My lupine form enables me to move like lightning and leap over obstacles barring my path. But the guise of the wolf brings with it its own kind of hunger and rage.
Which is shorthand for saying you're not attacking with your weapons anymore because you're a wolf, stupid. But yeah, wolf form. Pretty useful. I think you can use wolf form quite freely. I'm not sure if it drains magic. But it lets you jump. You absolutely can feed in wolf form, by the way. Anyway, being in wolf form means that you can jump over obstacles like pits, fences, and you can jump up ledges. So it's like reverse Pokemon. Oh, hang on. I can't actually go this way yet. Hi. He's in my way. I can't. There we go. The game won't actually let you use the jump command unless there's somewhere that you can land. I hate those white shirt guys. They are really fast moving. They throw knives at a ridiculous speed. They're one of the more annoying enemies in the early game. Alright, I hit the switch, which I think is what I need to do in order to open that door over there. So let's go. And yeah, it does look like wolf form does gradually drain magic. That's annoying. Oh! 2 of them. Great. Highlighted message. With the new legacy collections why do people keep asking me about Mega Man? I don't like Mega Man. I don't care about Mega Man. I've said I don't care about Mega Man like multiple times. So I guess that would mean the answer is no. I'm not thinking of playing Mega Man. I mean, I know everyone's nostalgically connected to Mega Man, but I never had an NES growing up. And it is not an easy series to go back to if you did not play it growing up. More items. Good, good. Thankfully, you actually just cannot pick up the blood vial things. Okay, let's see. Where am I headed now? Oh. Well, this is not good. I'm out of magic. You know what's good though? You can always transform into the wolf, point yourself up, and jump, and then just transform back. So you don't necessarily need magic to use the wolf form, you just need magic to remain in the wolf form. But, oof, this guy with the axe. At least he's slow. Good, my magic is refilled, so I don't need to worry about it. Whew. Now I feel better. Let's see. Oh, damn. I'm sorry I gave you a hard time about that Mega Man question, but like the first time anyone ever highlighted a message on my channel, it was, "Hey, are you guys planning to do Mega Man on BrainScratch?" And I'm sorry, but that's not like a question I really want to be thinking about when I do a stream for an entirely different game and an entirely different series. I mean, I don't record the Mega Man games, so it's not even a question you should be asking me. And I'm here because I want to share this, like, somewhat obscure game that I really enjoy, and I'd like more people to get to derive enjoyment out of. And I don't want it to be dominated by conversation with this mainstream series that I have no interest in. Let's see, am I doing 100% run from this game, or am I just playing it to story? I am not doing 100% run from this game. I mean, unless you want to sit here for like 20 hours so that I can get into each full moon dungeon. Because there's no guarantee of ever reaching those dungeons when the moon is full, so you inevitably just have to kill time until the door opens again. It's like one of those ideas that sounds cool on paper, but is really clunky when it comes to game design. I might do, like, a few of them, but... Ow. Now, let me just... Oh no, this is just a pathway that's there to waste your time, apparently. Okay. Now, I believe this over here is a side path. Let's transform out of wolf form for now. Blood Omen, yeah, Blood Omen is on PS3. I did mention this earlier in the stream when, like, 2 people were watching, but they, for legal reasons, apparently they haven't been able to republish the PC version of Blood Omen.
One must be wary in dealing with the spirit forges. The wraiths and shades that inhabit them offer items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood. The wraithsmiths forge their items with forfeit souls.
So yeah, this is an optional area called a Spirit Forge, and if you come here, you can sacrifice your blood in order to obtain...
Your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
Yes, in order to obtain items. There is something else you can do with the Spirit Forges that involves a spell I don't have. Assuming you can get one to the Spirit Forge in the first place, which I don't think is an option for the Spirit Forge since you need wolf form to get here in the first place. Assuming you can get one into a Spirit Forge, you can mind control a peasant to come into the Spirit Forge and sacrifice the peasant's entire body for a large quantity of items. As it is...
So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
You can sacrifice blood for items. I'm not going to do that here, because this is just the Spirit Forge for the Flay item, and you find plenty of those as you progress anyway. If I were not streaming the game, and I had time to do so, I'd probably, like, do this a couple times, and then go back to the Sanctuary and feed on the people there, and then come back to the Spirit Forge and sacrifice blood again, and it's a time-consuming process, but you can get a ton of items doing it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing you where the where the Spirit Forge is. They just need to make a Legacy of Kain collection to begin with. That would be a really good thing, and I wish they would do it, but it's probably not going to happen. Legacy of Kain is popular, like I would say cult classic levels popular at this point in time. Oh, but hey, there's a bat form obelisk right next to the Spirit Forge. How about that? In that case, you know what? Oh, why did I transform out of wolf form? In that case, I was going to say, you know what? I'll actually use the Spirit Forge one time, just to show how it works. there is a kind of frickin' annoying loading time pause every time you transform forms. This was not a particularly well optimized CD gaming experience. Like
Shed your blood
yeah.
for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
I know how it works, ghostly voice. Anyway,
So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
there's no skipping the voices. um, yeah, there are 5 Legacy of Kain games in total, plus not active anymore online only game called Nosgoth, which was apparently like good in its own way, but really was just an excuse to use stuff that they'd already created for a completely different project. Anyway, let's see. How many flays do we get from that? We got like 10. We got like 10 items from that, so you can sacrifice items for 10. The Spirit Forge you really want to find, though, is the Heart of Darkness Spirit Forge. Do you want to know why? Because you can sacrifice blood for Heart of Darknesses, and then use the Heart of Darkness, use one of the Heart of Darknesses that you just got to restore your own health and sacrifice your own blood again for more Hearts of Darkness. It's like a really blatant exploit that I'm not sure how they didn't see in their game's design.
Flay.
I think like the only thing that makes it difficult to use is that the forge itself is difficult to get into.
Shed your blood for me,
Ugh.
and these artifacts will be yours.
The other thing about the voices is that the voice itself puts a stall on any other load time in the game. That's intentionally like designed into the game because they don't want you cutting off the voices when you change areas, and some of the voice work actually triggers like right before you get to an area exit. Oh, hey, going to the sanctuary actually does restore a little health on its own. And when you see a ghost there, you can feed on the ghost, but what you'll get is blue blood, which is magical energy and not health. I thought I'd mention that. A lot of the VAs in Legacy of Kain passed away. Some of them are. I think Simon Templeman is still around, but I'm not sure. Michael Bell, is he still around? I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, Tony J. He passed away a long time ago. I forgot. That's unfortunate. Oh, I have this massive understatement. That's unfortunate. What I mean to say is, like, I only remember hearing the news in passing, like, very briefly, and I didn't really have time to stop and think about it. There we go. Full health. Right. This is the pillar of the Pillar Men. Awaken intensifies. I don't get the reference. Is there a reference? And that is not what I wanted to do. Damn. Forms. Right. Bat form. Go. Vorador's voice actor also passed away? Oh. Damn. Wait, where? There. That's the one that I want. Yeah, Tony J was one of those voice actors who had like one really, really distinctive voice that sounded really cool. And when you heard him, you knew it was him. He could do other voices. In fact, some of the bonus material for Soul Reaver 2 showed him like doing accents and stuff. And Simon Templeman is like, how did you do that? Like, he could do other voices, but he was most assuredly well known for that one specific voice. Okay, north to Naktalm, I think. Oh, Jojo. I haven't gotten around to Jojo yet. Like, I've heard great things. But I keep meaning to get to it, and I haven't gotten to it yet. Damn it. Dead. This seems to be post-Ultima 7. It does kind of have that sort of visual type to it, doesn't it? Like, the graphics are more obviously made from, like, animations of the 3D models that they use for the FMVs. So it's also got a bit of a Donkey Kong Country flavor to its graphics, for as weird as that sounds, but Western RPGs had a kind of ugly look back then. Like, it's not really a surprise that a lot of people took to JRPGs more readily when like, it took us, like, 20 goddamn years to master the art of making realistic graphics not look ugly. But, oof. It is a really gritty Zelda 1. In fact, the advertisement for this game, I posted it on Twitter a few days ago. It opens with the line, "Forget saving the princess." You know, they're going for that Zelda style of play with a more serious story attached to it. And of course the vampire stuff too. Oh, damn. Oh no. It's time for another dungeon. They just throw a bunch of dungeons for abilities at you at the start of the game, and it takes a while to get back to the actual quest that you're on. Well, I wouldn't say it shows you how far we've come as a race, but it certainly shows you how far we've come at graphic design. But yeah, when you think about the perspective that goes into these graphics, like, on this side you can see this wall from an angle, you can see this wall from an angle, but you can also see this wall from an angle. And it's all two-dimensional, so it just makes it look like all the walls are slanted away from you, and you're in a room that widens as it gets closer to the ceiling, which is odd. And the perspective in Ultima 7, when you took that at face value, the effect was even funnier. Oh, Jesus! They have swords on chains! Okay, okay. Oh, wrong button. Hang on. Items. Flay. This is the part where this starts to come in handy. The foreground element sort of censored that, but it flays the flesh from your bones and leaves a bloodied skeleton. Also... Oh, damn it. These do a set amount of damage, so it's not like they're instant kill items, but you can throw items up here. You see, there was a second guy up on the ledge there, but I got him. I off-screened him. I'm actually going to zoom out now so we can see what's happening. Boom. That actually hit, don't worry. Destroyed. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Those guys are annoying. They also have, like, the projectile attack noise is one of the most annoying in the game. Behind the prisoners calling for help. Wait, hang on. Huh.
The energy bolt employs magical force in its rawest form. A messy spell, but a potent one nonetheless.
The energy bolt spell. Nice. I thought this was the lightning spell, and I'm like, wait, that's in a full moon dungeon, so what's this? I forgot about the energy bolt spell. But yeah. Oh, damn. Hang on. The Flay does more damage than the energy bolt, so keep that in mind when deciding which one to use. But this dungeon is built so that you can use the energy bolt, so it's also full of magic restores. So I would go ahead and use that here. Oh, damn. These guys would be far less annoying if they weren't using homing bolts. Alright, I exploded that one. Damn. It is so hard to position yourself so that you don't get hit by these guys. Dead. Oh. Pain in the ass. Okay, I'm low on health, and doesn't seem to be anything to... Oh, there's a prisoner right there, okay. I was gonna say I'll use a Heart of Darkness, but if there's a prisoner right there, I mean... Right. Also, you can hit switches. Damn it! Okay, it didn't hit me. I'm good. Hang on. Feed. There we go. I need blood. Oh, magic does restore over time, by the way. I figured I'd mention that as well. Just, you know, it takes a while.
Please,
Damn it.
help me, kind sir.
Good. Oh, don't tell me I need to actually, like, figure out which of these not to hit. There we go. That guy ain't coming back. Ugh, I'm out of magic. There we go. Oh, damn. The Flay also has the advantage of being a homing projectile, so that is a thing. Let me just quickly switch back to the energy bolt now that I have the magic to use it. Oh, that was a magic restoration. Great. I need blood. Where are we? Well, my capacity for blood is increased, but that's not helping my hunger. It's like, that just makes you more hungry, doesn't it? Now, hang on. Is there a switch? Oh, that was a switch. Okay. I couldn't see it because I was zoomed out. Hang on. Yeah, you can just hit the map button and see the whole map of the dungeon. It's helpful. But we're done with this dungeon. What's the most recent entry in the series? Well, apart from the multiplayer game that's not in service anymore, Legacy of Kain Defiance is the most recent. But I wouldn't recommend starting with that because it's the conclusion of a plotline that had been going for multiple stories, and you won't know what the hell is going on at the start of that game if you don't play the other ones first. I mean, you can start with Soul Reaver if you want. Like, that is a good starting point. You don't necessarily have to play Blood Omen because there are only a small handful of important events in Blood Omen 1 that you need to know about, and the game will actually tell you what those are when you get to the points where that's pertinent. It's Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, and Defiance that have the really intricate storytelling going on. Let's see. Oh, shit. It's raining. Just what I want when I'm dying of lack of blood. I didn't mean to kill that guy. He was too close. He was too close to the other guy when I was attacking. Oh, damn it. Okay, we're good now. Full health. Naktalm, dead ahead. Is this a Diablo engine game? I don't know if it's a Diablo engine game. Wasn't there going to be a reboot or something that got canceled? Yes, there was a game called Dead Sun, which was going to be a sequel with a completely different story and cast of characters. But they canceled it and used some of the assets they had created for that Nosgoth game. It looked really cool, though. It hurts my soul that it was canceled. The death of that wolf was so tragic, the game accidentally censored it. Not that one, though. That wolf can go to hell. Alright. Up we go. What's in here? What is in here? I don't remember this. Oh, it's a blood fountain.
The ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
So the blood fountains are one-use items that will restore your health when you drink from them and also grant you some sort of benefit. There is, as I recall, nothing actually worth thinking about in the blood fountain room other than the blood fountain itself, which makes it a little perplexing that the room is so big. But here we go. Just walk up to the blood fountain and hit the feed button. Right? Oh, you need to be standing here.
Your strength has increased, for our blood enhances.
Right, so this blood fountain gives you the ability to push the boulders that are heavier than others. So as soon as I find like a flying obelisk, I'm heading back to the sanctuary so that I can go find the last few secrets over there. Not to detract from the game, but what are your opinions of the Phantasy Star Online game getting localized? It'll be interesting to play, but like, we'll see. I'm not big on multiplayer games, so it depends on what the game is actually like. I know a lot of people are excited for it. I am a fan of Phantasy Star, as you can tell, but Phantasy Star Online and single-player Phantasy Star are such different beasts that, like, there's not really much of a connection between the two. I'm a fan of, like, the old Phantasy Star single-player RPGs, so... Well, specifically, I'm a fan of the ones that connect to each other, and not so much the weird, awkward middle child that tried to be in a different universe.
The village of Naktalm was typical of Nosgoth peasantry. Yet amidst the farmers and smithies of the quiet country life prowled brigands and cut-purses.
Good to know. It would be good to mention that Kain is a snooty asshole. Of the highest order. Ye Town Tavern. Alright, I'm actually not going to do much here. Hang on. Naktalm Armory. I'm not going to do much here yet. Although it is nighttime, so I could probably get away from sneaking around indoors a lot, but... hang on. Oh, Stench and Crow. But, until you get the disguise spell, you can't really talk to the people in the town. There is a door over there. Like, I don't know if you can see it on the screen. It's like up those cliffs. There's a door over there that won't open until it's the full moon. But, so I will be coming back for that. But, other than that, there's not much to do in town other than break into people's homes and, you know, just... Oh, also, there's this cave over here, but I can't get to it yet because these rocks are in the way. You can get to it once you have the mist form, though, which allows you to walk over water. Mist form in Blood Omen 2 is just a stealth mode, but in Blood Omen 1, it will get you places. Quite a lot of places, in fact. Have I ever played Star Ocean? I have indeed played till the end of time. And the PS3 one I played.
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
2 blood fountains just thrown in your face at the beginning of the game. This game is awkward. With, oh, didn't mean to do that. With the way it,
The rain will do you no harm, for our blood preserves.
Really? I forgot they did this. They just completely destroyed the problem of the weather system like 10 minutes after introducing it. It's very strange. I wonder why they did that. Why is this cave just like directly in your path at the beginning of the game? Blood Omen 1's game design is not the most well thought out. Alright, that way to Stench and Crow. So this way to what? What's over here? Damn it. That's an annoying enemy. Oh, you need even more strength to push this boulder. So there's another blood fountain for that later. I think they realized that the weather system caused it to rain a little too much. And instead of fixing that by lowering the odds of rain, they just gave you an out. The kind of setting that Legacy of Kain has, yeah, it's fairly unique. Okay, we have ourselves another flight location, so I am going to... Oh, wait, hang on. Flight was not what I wanted just there. What I wanted... was the Sanctuary spell. See, I am so not used to using the Sanctuary spell as much as I've been doing it here. Because when I'm playing on my own time, I tend to take more roundabout ways to getting things done. Hang on. Do you wish to seek Sanctuary? Yes, I do. Thank you. Seeing games like this makes me realize that I should probably broaden my horizons with games and play something more outside of my comfort zone. I'd say that's not a bad idea. I wonder... do the prisoners come back as ghosts? That's something that I want to see. Yes! There are, in fact, blue-blooded ghost prisoners. Okay. Even the skeletons themselves come back as ghosts. So if you have that spell that allows you to feed on enemies that are not stunned, you can totally feed on them and replace the magic you just spent with more magic. You can't get most of the Sanctuary until you have another form, right? Well, Mist form is one way to get the stuff in the Sanctuary, but the other way is just doing this. Yeah, you can jump the fences in wolf form. Oh, damn. I forgot there were ghouls here. Damn it. And these guys have black blood, so absolutely do not feed from them either. But hang on. Let's see. What have we got over here? No. No. There's some water here. But I'm not sure if there's actually anything, like, to find. There's another crypt over there that I can enter. And I think you can take the mist form and walk along that water. So that might be something that you can do. But you can jump the fences here and shortcut your way all the way to the end of the mausoleum as well. So that's helpful. To start off, though, I am going to... No, well, first I'm going to close the damn map. I'm going to switch back to wolf form and hop the fence again. Oh, damn, damn, damn. Oops. The ghouls are annoying, but nothing too terrible. This area, though, I couldn't get to before, so let's see what's over here. When you see a teleporter that looks like this, it usually teleports you somewhere secret, so let's see where this one goes. Over down here in this corner. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, so we have a new item type here. Let's see what Kain has to say about it.
A medley of death and evisceration. Let fate choose my enemy's demise.
Oh, hang on. What's this called again? I know what this is. This is another attack item.
The Pentalich of Tarot.
Right, so it's a tarot card deck, and when you use it, basically it just causes it causes a random death effect to occur. Yeah, yeah.
Pentalich of Tarot.
Yes, I know, Kain. Shut up. Red heals you, blue restores magic, black damages you, green poisons you. Okay. Oh! I guess I just didn't trigger this one, because I wasn't close enough. So yeah, a few items that might be useful later on, but certainly aren't going to do me much good now, because I'm too stingy to use them. I use items very rarely in Blood Omen, not because I don't like them. They are, in fact, very, very effective in a lot of situations. I'm just too stingy. Like, unless I know where the spirit forge for that particular item is and have access to it, I'm wary of using items because I don't want to not have them on hand. It's a weakness of mine. Now, oh, no, I do not want to go back to the mausoleum. I'm already at the mausoleum, thank you. Wolf form. Let's jump the fence. Alright, wait, where am I? Yeah, this is the end. And if I remember, what I'm looking for is, like, in the room. Oh, wait, hang on. Before I do that, if I remember correctly... Yeah. Okay, so in the middle of this area here, there are gravestones, and hang on. Blood Omen gravestone translation. They're written in runes, Nosgoth's blood script specifically. So there are a few messages throughout the game that can be found that are written in Nosgoth's blood script. And once you translate them, you get messages. All of these gravestones in this particular area are just, um, you know, gravestones for various people on the development team. So it's not really important to translate those, but there are other messages in the game that are written in the same language that actually do have important things that you might want to know if you're trying to get all the game's secrets. So I thought I'd mention that. Thank you. All right. Dennis Dyack? Who's that? I don't remember. I don't even know if I ever knew that in the first place, come to think of it. Alright, let's see. Over here... Well, first of all, I'm going to save my game, because I haven't done that in a bit. Oh, the guy who made this game? Okay. See, I've never looked that up. The only name that I really know that's connected to the Legacy of Kain game is Amy Hennig, who is the writer for the series from Soul Reaver on up. So, yeah, it's not really relevant here. Although if you recognize the name at all and don't know it from Legacy of Kain, it's probably because she was also like either the lead writer or a lead writer for the Uncharted series. So yeah. Wait, what did this switch do? Seriously, what did that switch do? I'm not seeing anything. And yeah, you can just reopen treasure chests that you've already opened, but nothing will come out. Oh, I think I just needed to hit all 3 of those switches to open this. Okay, good. 2 human? Oh. And this is just a room full of items, like a ridiculous number of items. Damn it! Hang on, I'm gonna need to leave the room and come back and reset those. Also, the director for Jak 3, that explains actually quite a lot about Jak 3, in fact. Amy Hennig is one of the better writers in the game industry, I feel. Okay, so what's this book say? Nosgoth's blood script. Oh, no. Oh, wait, hang on. This is just... If I'm correct... Yeah, this is just the translation guide, like... A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc., etc. This is just the alphabet in alphabetical order. So, yeah, if you want to write it down, go ahead. I mean, I've got a tab open on my browser if I need to translate blood scripts for anything else. I just didn't bother to use it in that graveyard because I don't need to spend 20 minutes sitting there translating the names of the developers. That would make for an intensely boring live stream. Alright, so we are done here, and we are going to head back to the general vicinity of... Oh, hang on, I can't. Load times. this is just... It's such a charmingly awkward old game. If I remember correctly, like, this entire tangent over to this side where the flying obelisk is really just a way to bypass a completely non-vital town. Stench and Crow is not vital to anything, if I remember, but there are things to find there. But... Oh, shit.
Save Victus!
Those heavily armored guards are a pain in the butt to fight in close quarters like that. What's this? What is this? Another cave? Like, just 2 feet away from where I flew in, huh? Sure, why not? Don't mind if I do. That isn't the one I was trying to feed off of, but sure, game. Oh. When that happens, it means you've discovered a secret. I don't think I've discovered any secrets, but... Oh no. There's something else that I need in order to advance here, isn't there? Does this game take place in hell? No, but it takes place in Nosgoth, which might as well be hell. God help you if you're a human and... Oh, shit, he's alive again. Right, enemies in dungeons will come back as ghosts, but enemies on the overworld will always just respawn alive. Okay. So watch out for that one when you come out of that cave. Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ, 2 of them. Okay, okay. You want to play hardball? I'll play hardball. Dead. Alright. Stench and Crow's back that way, yes. Stench and Crow. And up this way? Wait, what's... Oh, another full moon door. There's 2 of them now. Odds are I'm not going to have enough time to go through both of them in one full moon either. See, that's why I'm not doing a 100% run of this game, because the full moon is such an annoying mechanic. Oh no, I'm not going into Stench and Crow like this. I'm not going into Stench and Crow until I have the disguise spell. Because those guards, man. Anyway, up ahead is the town of Vasserbund, which I think is actually where we're supposed to be headed right now. Whew, okay. Okay. I'm not sure what I need to move that, but I need something. Oh, hi.
The gypsies, purveyors of distrust and superstition. Most of their babble should be taken with a pinch of salt, since the gypsies often tinker with weary travelers' minds. However, a few gypsies have something interesting to say.
So, before we do that, wait, which tent am I actually... Oh, no. Which tent am I aiming for? Please be the differently colored one. Yes!
There are benefits to traveling beneath a human guise. The threat to my person is lessened, and much information can be gleaned. However, the illusion is flimsy, and any act of aggression on my part can break the spell.
So yes, we now have disguise form, which lets us travel as a nondescript peasant, which is definitely a useful thing. And if we just walk up to someone...
Something is amiss. The wagons from Avernus just never turned up.
Yeah, you can use the action button to talk to people. Keep in mind that your magic will drain as you keep the disguise up, so don't just dilly-dally aimlessly. Oh, yeah, you break the rocks with a mace. I forgot about that. And there are trees you can cut down with the axes. Nope, nothing in here. In here? Anything in here? Oh. I can probably break that open with something. I just forget what you need to do to break open barrels. Probably the mace again. In fact, I'm halfway certain it's the mace. Yeah, every game after this is 3D. None of them are quite as, like... Oh, shit! Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna take that blood you just took back. Oh, or I could accidentally kill you. That is something that I can do as well. Oh, damn it!
Wasserbunt lay, its glory now stained and faded, a faithful child in the looming shadow of Nupraptor's retreat.
Yep. Well, before that, let's go back. And explore Stench Crow. Yes. Accidentally killing the enemy. Oh, hang on. Don't mind me. I'm just an ordinary guy.
There's an evil in the air. I can feel it.
How right you are.
I heard there was a bandit camp to the south of here.
Oh, yeah, there was a bandit camp to the south before I got through with it.
Ooh, aren't you the handsome one?
I mean, I don't think so. I'm kind of just like an ugly peasant right now, but...
Ouch! Hands off, you ugly oaf.
these two, just have like the most opposite dialogue ever about your disguise form. Anyway, I think this is a brothel, actually.
Ouch! Hands off, you ugly oaf.
And yeah, if you're in vampire form, the prostitutes will actually attack you. They come like straight for your face, open palm slap, smack.
Of all the methods I employ, this is perhaps the cruelest, causing my victim's body to shrink on itself, crushing bones and rupturing organs till the pressure inside bursts the sack of fleshy skin, spraying its contents for all to see.
Oops. I'm out of magic. I told you they come straight at you. Okay. I'm kind of stuck. Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean... How did you expect that to end? Come on. I don't know. I don't know what the logic was in making them like the type of citizens who would just run at you and try to kill you with their bare hands, despite knowing that you're a blood-sucking vampire. But
The town of Stention Crow bore with it the infamous aroma of its inhabitants. In life, I would not have graced the place with my presence. In death, I merely added to the stench.
Kain is such a snooty bastard. And there we go. Made my way all the way to the front. It actually wasn't a particularly large town after all, was it? Hang on. Let's take a look at the map. There is another, oh, there's more houses up in the top left, right? I need more magic before I can count on my form to last very long, though. I guess I'll leave town exploration for a bit later. Pardon me, I don't want to fight right now, I just want to get where I'm going. Don't mind me, just a friendly neighborhood vampire trying to get to the next town over. You don't need to swing your sword at me. I'm not going to kill you today. I killed you yesterday, but that was a different... I was exploring this area yesterday. Damn. Oh, god damn it. Stop doing that. Oh. The guards with the big heavy axes are a lot easier to deal with than the ones with the swords. Want to see if I can't get through Nupraptor's retreat this session. If they would stop throwing big heavy armored axe guys at me, I might actually make some progress. Anyway, I have some magic now. So let's go into town disguised so we don't have to kill every living person here. How about that?
Nupraptor's keep lay west of Vasabont. I would seek to cut the cancer from its heart.
Now, when it shows the bat icon up on the corner there, it's telling you that now that you know where the place is, you can absolutely fly there if you want to. But I'm not going to do that because there's actually quite a bit to do on the way there. Nupraptor's retreat is off in this direction, I think. Or maybe it's to the north. I'm actually not sure. It says west, so I'm assuming it's to the west. But there are quite a few houses in town to explore if you want to find items, and hang on. To the world map. No, it's actually just paused the game on me. Oh, don't tell me I can't use the options menu while I'm disguised. Is that what's going on here? I can't use the options menu while I'm disguised. What kind of limitation is that? Ugh. This game. There's actually, like, yeah, it's to the west. There's a fair bit of ground to cover between where I am now and Nupraptor's retreat. Generally, the first time you're going somewhere, you want to cover that ground on foot so that you don't miss anything. Come on. I'm not even playing this game off a CD, but I still have to deal with the CD-based load times. Oh, I probably should have disguised myself before walking into this house in broad daylight. That's my bad. Pardon me. Hi.
Nupraptor had servants. One day, one escaped the keep and stumbled into our village. Mad he was, and his skin and hair white as a sheet, scared out of his wits.
The nights can get very cold around here, stranger. I can help you get through it.
I'm sure you can.
Ooh, aren't you the handsome one?
There used to be a vampire living there. Before the Saravan hunted and killed him, they say he screamed 80 days and nights before he died. He vowed vengeance, he did.
Oh. Hi.
The king's heart pines for his daughter. Someone stole her soul, you know.
Oh. Foreshadowing.
Beware, stranger. There was another vampire attack last night.
You don't say. I wonder who could be doing that.
Good day to you.
How informative.
At times, my magic extends into very exotic disciplines, such as the manipulation of time. I am able to slow time down so I can move about, quick as a wolf, while all others move as though they were mired in mud.
He says his magic, but these are actually items, so...
The nights can get very cold around here, stranger. I can help you get through it.
It would be nice if for once one of the NPC women in town had
Good
something
day
to
to you.
say that was actually worthwhile. But that doesn't seem to happen very often in this game. Okay. Nothing else worth finding in here, it seems. They just walk back and forth for no reason. There aren't that many dialogue sequences you can trigger.
Something's not right. The pilgrims go in, but I ain't never seen one come out. Nupraptor had servants. One day, one escaped the keep and stumbled into our village. Mad he was, and his skin and hair white as a sheet, scared out of his wits.
Like, they don't have that many dialogue sequences you can trigger, mainly because they know it's a headache to constantly be changing into disguise form to talk to people. These two just...
Hail, stranger. What can I get thee today?
These two just don't seem to have anything to say at all. They forgot to give this woman dialogue at all. uh, so, yeah, it's not the best implemented NPC system in the universe. Going this way, Wasserbund going the other way. What does this one lead to? Korhagen. Oh, so that's Kain's hometown. How about that? The chopping block, the butcher house. I'm sure this is going to be a pleasant place to explore.
Some poor knight was murdered only last week. They found him on the roadside, all cut and stabbed and the like. If a knight can be taken, what about us common folk?
Well, I don't know. Let's find out, because my disguise wore out. Sorry! Don't mind me. Just get out of my way and I'll break this barrel without killing you. Thank you. Now let me transform into my wolf shape and hop over here. Yeah, you can hop over the counters to the back of a shop and explore. Sometimes there's stuff to find, other times not so much. And it seems like this is one of the not so much cases. Oh well. Yeah, despite Amy Hennig being the lead writer for every game after this, female characters, whether minor or major, are not, like, in abundance in this series at all. Like, the closest thing to one is Uma in Blood Omen 2, as far as I recall. And, she's not great either. Like, she's okay-ish, but like the only thing going on is that Kain sort of maybe liked her before he had to kill her. Oh, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, Kain killed somebody. It's kind of what he does. Ariel is sort of one, but she's also just sort of a plot dispensary. She gets some decent moments in Soul Reaver 2 and onward, but not a terribly whole lot of them. She appears like maybe once per game. And like, her entire effect on the plot is that she died and drove some guy insane, so he drove everyone else insane. Okay. Oh, and she became a sword, which might be the only time that's true of a not Japanese game. Yeah, Uma's... Well, you're misspelling that. It's actually spelled with an H after that A, but... Yeah, Uma was not the smartest person on the... Oh, no. Go, get out of my face. I know it's the village smithy. I've been inside it. Just keep swinging at the air. I'm sure you'll hit something eventually. Come on. Stop living. Thank you. That sound that happens whenever you pick up an item. Yeah, it's a nice sound effect, but it's a little hokey when it happens like 3 times within a second because there were 3 items right next to each other. Yeah, okay, I think I've just sort of given up trying to use the disguise right now. I need food anyway. Ah, new item.
Should this object strike an enemy, rot and decay would instantly eat their flesh and leave only a pool of blood and tissue. For a time after, the toxins are still active and therefore lethal to the touch.
Yeah, I never understood why Uma dressed in that outfit when the vampires were, like, very deliberately trying to lay low. It's like, of course she's a vampire. She doesn't look... there's no way someone who dresses like that and has skin that pale is not a vampire. But, yeah, she's running around in frickin' evil vampire mistress BDSM costume. Oh no. Shit. 1 second. Disguise. Okay, they forgot I was there.
That lunatic on the hill. It's not right that we good people have to put up with his magic. Something has to be done.
Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Something, and I'm gonna go do the thing now. Anyway, let's see what's in here. Ah, treasure. Another implode item.
Will it be sword, shield, hooving?
We've heard rumors of great unrest in the north.
Will it be sword, shield, hooving?
Okay, so they've got nothing at all valuable to say. Okay, let's see. Where is... Alright, first of all, where am I in the... Okay. can't go. Oh, there's that house over there. Can I even reach that, though? Well, while I'm over here...
The mate is insane, I tell you! Insane! Listen, can't you hear him cackling to himself?
In Soul Reaver 1, Kain apparently required his entire vampiric empire to wear leather pants. Even the damn spider vamps. No shirts allowed either.
Ouch! Hands off, you ugly oaf.
Okay, so nothing in here except one woman. Okay. Alright, let's make our way back this way, because I want to know if I can explore this area over. Right, directly to the east from where I am. I keep forgetting which button
That
turns...
lunatic on the hill. It's not right that we good people have to put up with his magic. Something has to be done.
Okay, so I can't go this way, can I? Oh, don't tell me there's, like, rocks that I can't see in the way. I think I need to break these down with a mace. Ugh. Well, I mean, if you insist. Damn. Damn. These guys have way too much health. Way too much health. Oh, sometimes you have to go through houses. I don't see any, like, exits over there. And I've already been through the house down at the bottom, so I know that there's no northern exit there. So, in this case, I think, like, I can see the rock sort of peeking out behind the house, though, is the thing. I can see, like, the top, like, few pixels of a rock peeking out, and I think I see another one right behind it. And there's another house back here, so I know it's not part of the roof texture. Wait, what's this? Captain Bitter Suds. Yeah, I could use a drink. Well, I mean, that was just self-defense. You saw her, right? She would have murdered me. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, he's alive again. You see, you guys don't have anything to worry about. If you die, you just respawn the moment I walk out of the room. Alright, let's see. Have I gone in here yet? Oh, Jesus. I have indeed been in here. Does this game have a morality system for killing villagers? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Kain is a bastard, and you are supposed to enjoy being a bastard. And if you don't like being a bastard, you're playing the... Well, if you don't like being a bastard, just play Soul Reaver instead. Because Raziel is considerably more honorable in terms of... Oh, damn. I can't walk past this guy. Shit. Yeah, there's a moral choice at the end where you get to choose between, like, sacrificing your own life to save Nosgoth or just, you know, saying fuck it all and ruling as the new vampire lord. And, well, oh hey, it's nighttime. So once it goes to nighttime, people stop walking around aimlessly in their houses and they go to sleep. Which makes it a really easy time of day to feed on villagers. Yeah, the bastard ending is canon because all the sequels pick up from the bastard ending. Oh, Jesus. I keep forgetting that they respawn so fast. Okay. Okay, you know what? You die. In pieces. Go away.
The wind carried screams from the west. I couldn't help but smile. Someone else in this world was suffering more than I.
Man, Kain is such a millennial. I can make that joke because I am a millennial. Oh, Jesus. God, there's 3 of them.
They Victus! They Victus!
Oh, sure. Surrendering already, are you? No, I just sort of accidentally walked them out of their range of motion. Okay. Some items behind a rock that you need the mace to break. And if I had flown directly to Nupraptor's retreat, I also would have missed that particular voice clip, which is one of the more entertaining ones in the game, I find. Well, of course Kain's life sucks. He's a vampire. It comes with the territory, you know? Oh, Jesus! It's one of these. Hang on. Out of my way. Ugh. I panicked and just spammed lightning bolts in his face because that guy's got like the spiked shield and the sword, and those guys attack really fast. And at this point in the game, they're deadly. Oh no. Hang on.
The mage is insane, I tell you, insane! Listen, can't you hear him cackling to himself? That lunatic on the hill. It's not right that we good people have to put up with his magic. Something has to be done.
No, they're standing guard over the lever, but they don't mind when this random peasant walks in and hits the lever. Sure.
The gaping maw of Nupraptor's retreat rained upon Nosgoth all his pain and misery. The disease begged to be cleansed.
Wait, which one of these caves actually leads into Nupraptor's retreat? Oh, and like, whenever you see water that runs off the edge of the map, once you have mist form, you can just follow the water, and there's usually something over there. So keep that in mind. Usually. Not like all the time, but... Oh, Jesus, this guy attacks you even if you're in disguise. Okay. Sure. Thanks. What's in here? Oh. Right, okay. So, this is the way into Nupraptor's retreat, and the other is just an optional cave, I think. So I'm going to save my game and very quickly use the Sanctuary spell to go back and heal some health, because I need it badly at this point. Guard's obviously voiced by Kain's actor. Yeah, Kain. Simon Templeman usually does do multiple voices in a lot of the games he shows up in, actually. It's pretty neat. Hang on. Let's go back to the Sanctuary. Like in Mass Effect 2 and 3, he plays like 2 characters. He plays one of the admirals. What's the race called that Tali comes from? It's been so long since I played Mass Effect that the word is escaping me. He plays one of the admirals on the fleet in both games, and he also plays Dr. Gavin Archer in the Overlord DLC. So he plays 2 major characters, and he uses the same voice for both. Quarian, that's right, they're Quarians. The last Mass Effect game that I played for any length of time was Andromeda, and Andromeda doesn't have the Quarians in it, so hang on. Let me try something, actually. If I cast the Sanctuary spell again, will I get more health? Yeah, Asari is the blue-skinned ladies. No, it restores you to half HP when you use the Sanctuary spell. So, okay, that is definitely good to know. It's certainly viable as an emergency retreat option. I'll say that. Anyway, there is another reason that I wanted to use the Sanctuary spell just here, because I've reached Nupraptor's retreat. I have no qualms with flying there. And when you fly to places, as mentioned before, when you fly to specific locations rather than just to the obelisks, you get a cool cinematic fly into the place FMV. And that one's one of my favorites out of those. Cool thing, in Soul Reaver 1, you actually can find Nupraptor's Retreat. It's one of the optional areas you get you get a spell from. And the skull has just fallen off the mountain by that point in time because it's so far into the future. Wait, what? Why would you fly me there? The retreat is that way. Why would you fly me there when the retreat is that way? That makes no fucking sense. Hang on. Very quickly, I am actually going to use an item. A Heart of Darkness to restore some health. Now, disguise. Well, yeah, he's kind of a brain guy. His magic is magic of the mind. So, it makes sense that he would live in a skull, but I think if you talk to the NPCs, they talk about how a vampire used to live there, and the Seraphan slew the vampire and took it over. And the Seraphan were working with the Circle of Nine at that point in time, so it makes sense that one of the Circle took over the vampire's old lair. It's kind of a reverse of what they would later end up doing in Soul Reaver, in fact, where the vampire hunters built this giant cathedral that was supposed to blast sound waves across Nosgoth and instantly eradicate all vampires, but Zephon's vampire clan took the place over after killing everyone there, and their lair is now the Silenced Cathedral. Originally, Soul Reaver was supposed to end by you activating that cathedral and killing all the vampires in Nosgoth, but it never happened. Oh, god damn it. Bastard. That is some annoying enemy placement right there. Okay, let's see what's over here. It is a shame how much got cut from Soul Reaver 1. Like, 2 full levels and bosses? Wait, is that all this cave led to? One item? Okay, sure. Oh, one item in a place where you can actually see the outside of the skull. Because I guess they were really proud of that lair design and didn't want it to go to waste. Soul Reaver is absolutely connected to this series. At the end of the game, you choose the Evil Tyrant ending, and everything in the Soul Reaver series and beyond takes place after the Evil Tyrant ending. There is nothing that takes place after the Be a Good Guy ending. The series just ends. And it's implied by Kain's dialogue in later games that wouldn't have actually gone as well as this game portrays it being. So... yeah, the bosses in Soul Reaver 1 are actually pretty fun. They're like puzzles, basically. Okay. Alright, Energy Bolt, go. I'd love to stop and listen to the music, but the sounds of these energy ball launchers are kind of drowning it out.
The mentalist Nupraptor was renowned through Nosgoth for his tricks of the mind, telepathy, and telekinesis. Pilgrims traveled from all across the land seeking the comfort of his lies. I sought not his wisdom, but his life.
Okay, let's see. Ugh. Watch out for the swinging blades, yeah? This is actually one of my favorite music tracks in the game, so actually all of the sounds that are drowning out the music are a little annoying for me right now. Oh, damn. Ouch. Wasn't close enough.
Please, help me, kind sir!
Oh, please help me, Cancer. It does kind of sound like they're saying that, doesn't it? Alright, just more prisoners over that way. And of course, the music stops every time you go through a loading door. So...
You cannot I see.
Alright, let's see. Swinging blades. Slime monsters. Right. The easiest way through this area is, of course, to just jump over the sand traps. Just watch your jump length, because... yikes. Oh, wait, can I not? Why can't I jump? It looks like I'm supposed to jump from here. Why can't I? Am I just too far? Oh, I was too close. And it won't let you jump if you're too close to the wall. Okay. Right, I need the light spell. Damn it. Hang on. Now I need wolf form. Oh, damn! Those things have tons of knockback. Jesus. And now I need the energy bolt spell. Okay, we're starting to need to mix up our magic. And that spawns a bridge. Good, good, good. Ow! Jesus. Fuck. Okay. Alright, it's a little dark, but I can still sort of see. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Oh, god damn it. What's shooting me? What hit me? What hit me? Oh, god, they're spawning slimes. Great. Ugh. Okay, where am I? Alright, there's a door over there. I think... No, it's not a door. Oh, so I'm just going backwards. There is nothing else to see over here. Okay, good. Oh, Jesus! So watch out for spontaneously spawning slime monsters. Always good to know that there might be spontaneously spawning slime monsters. And watch out for the sand traps that are actually in the doorway. That's a little annoying. Whew.
You dare intrude upon my sanctuary? Can I not mourn in peace? Leave and let my solitude be complete.
So some 30 years ago, Nupraptor went crazy, and he sewed his eyeballs shut at some point. So he's not only old, he's also, like... He's also, like, really goddamn deformed at this point, so... It's a little hard to picture Nupraptor as ever having been in love, or ever having had anyone in love with him, which I suppose is the effect they were going for. Oh. Stupid mages. Oh, you actually managed to hit me with one of those things. I mean, I suppose you deserve, like, a sticker for your efforts. Dead. Damn. Okay. He probably did look more normal before his insanity. Oh. Okay. Oh, these are switches. Hang on. Okay, good. There are so many projectiles in this hideout that it's like, how does anyone get anything done? in Nupraptor's retreat. Alright, another flay, always good. Thanks for the food. Let's restore the light spell, grab some magic, and move on. There's random dead people on the floor in here, too. No, damn it! Okay, okay, okay. What are we looking for? Good, got it. On we go. Oh, damn it! The hitboxes on these things are weird. Anyway, energy bolts. Oh, that isn't what I wanted to do. There we go. Better.
I came upon one of Nupraptor's serving girls, catatonic with fear, choking out half words through bloodied, broken teeth. Although tempted by hunger, I stayed my hand, allowing her to tell her story. She spoke of her lord Nupraptor, driven to insanity by the brutal slaying of his beloved Ariel. She spoke of his self-mutilation, sewing his eyes and lips shut to deny the outside world. Fueled by despair and hopelessness, he turned his magic on the circle, infecting their minds with his madness. Nupraptor cared for nothing now, save his pathetic self-pity. Scars such as hers would never heal. Death would only be a mercy.
And of course, you actually did lose a little blood in the time it took for you to listen to that audio clip, so yeah. Anyway. That's disturbing. Games actually could afford to be somewhat more disturbing back then than they are now because their graphics limited how much they could visually show. Oh, these enemies are annoying. Okay, the green Piper guy will always spawn more ghouls until he's killed, so you gotta take him out first. And then you can kill the ghouls. Okay, doors open. Let's go.
The cretin squandered life and left it seeping on the floor. Such waste was a travesty. Perhaps Nupraptor needed to be taught a lesson as to the value of blood. The cretin squandered life and left it seeping on the floor.
I accidentally hit the
Such
button that
waste
triggers
was
the...
a travesty.
Right.
Perhaps Nupraptor needed to be taught a lesson as to the value of blood.
Because the feed button and the action button are the same, if you happen to try and feed on someone on top of one of these action icons, it'll do whatever that action icon is meant to do, and it will also feed on the same button press. So I accidentally triggered the audio twice. Oops. This game is well programmed and has no programming flaws at all, and it's programmed masterfully. I like how Kain's response to all this death, though, is like, man, you're wasting food. Basically. Oh. Stupid pipers. Okay. I'm calm. I'm ready. Oh. Oh, right. Okay, this is like... the main part of the dungeon. So here we have 4 different pathways that we need to follow, and if I remember correctly, we actually need to follow all 4 in order to open the final door. So, yeah, we have some choice as to what we do first, but gotta do all of them. Let's see, 6:44, huh? Almost 3 hours. I'll probably end the session after I finish up with Nupraptor's retreat, because wow, I don't remember it actually taking this long to get through to Nupraptor's retreat. Oh. My first encounter with Legacy of Kain wasn't actually playing it myself, but watching my stepfather play it, and it was Nupraptor's retreat that he was playing through. So this is a bit nostalgic for me, but I didn't actually play this myself until much later. Oh, damn, ghouls. A lot of stuff in this game is tied to like very specific trigger tiles on the floor. Alright, what's this?
When conjured, the energy bank permits me access to mass amounts of magical energy for a brief period of time. However, when the moment passes, I will be drained of all magic, unable to cast even the simplest of spells.
Okay, so that particular item is pretty useful in a pinch. Basically, it gives you temporary unlimited magic for a short period of time. So you can just use the item and then go hog wild with your spells. Hang on. Oh, damn it. Ghouls. And that guy's pathfinding got him stuck. That ghoul's pathfinding got it stuck on the statue. Okay, my cup runneth over. That means I am full. Just a simple visual indicator to let you know that you don't need to feed anymore for the time being. Alright. We're good. Nothing else here, I think. Wait, hang on. There's something here, a switch of some kind, that I haven't triggered yet. Not that. Not that. No.
You are lost beyond all help. You cannot sense how you have so shut your eyes.
Oh, Jesus. What am I actually supposed to be doing here? I mean, I'm locked in, so I can't get back to where I was. So there is some sort of switch that I need to hit, but I don't know where it is. Oh, I actually needed to pick up the magic. Okay. Sure. Right. Okay. You see, I was trying to be smart and, like, leave the magic in case I needed the magic, but no, that was where the switch was. Let's see what's behind door number 2, shall we? Oh. Oh, okay. Hang on. Wolf form. Oh, damn. Okay, I need to be in human form because I moved too fast as a wolf. Okay, let's go. Very slowly across the spikes. Just twitch your way across. This is twitch, so we should absolutely twitch. That's not what it means, but it's what it means now. Just okay. This room makes me nervous. All right. And that's that. That is that. That is that is thatted. All right, we've gone through both of those. 2 more to go. All right. Oh, someone very helpfully tore this painting down and revealed a secret switch. Why, thank you. This is a teleporter maze. God damn it. Oh, I remember what this is. Okay. You walk out of the boundaries of the light, and it teleports you back over here. So, you have to follow the light. What's going to throw you off about this room is that you're going to be tempted to use the light spell the moment you stick in here, which makes it impossible to tell where you're supposed to go. So don't do that. Follow the light. And then once you reach a dead end at the light, just walk around until you hit the floor switch. Oh, we're right. Hang on. There we go. So this is more like a beginner's trap than anything. That's why I tried to hit 4 p.m. because I've got a few viewers in Britain that I don't want to be streaming too late for. It's a bit awkward because Eastern Standard Time is like... It's not the best time frame for Americans either. Because like the further west you go, the later the worse a time the worse an early hour gets for people who have jobs. But you know, I figured I'd try to compromise as best I could. 4 p.m. seemed a decent hour. It's like typical job hours for an American, 9 to 5. That's the cliche anyway. Oh no. They spawned ghoulies. Let me actually switch... Oh, no, this is the wrong menu. Let me actually switch over to the light spell. They just, you know, pasted a random painting of a woman screaming on the floor. To signify that something scary was going to happen in that room. But it was really just a room with some monsters in it. The easiest one yet. So we're done with this area. Still got some dungeon left, though. Hang on.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
Thanks for the food.
Save Victor!
We are officially inside the giant skull. This is the bottom jawbone right here. Damn it. Oh, man, I was trying not to do that, but... oh well. And now we're actually inside the skull part of the skull. Oh hey, it's the eyeball. Now from this eyeball we can see Nosgoth as it is. You know, green, maybe a little brownish because it's not entirely healthy, but a serviceable little grassy, foresty world. Don't get used to that, because the next game, very gray, because apocalyptic future and all. Let's see what it looks like out the other eye, though. After picking up that magic upgrade.
From the depths of the retreat's eye sockets, I viewed Nosgoth in a different fashion. The glass seemed to warp the image and taint the color, as if Nosgoth needed assistance in making its corruption apparent.
So yeah, not good. Not good at all. And if we go down this way, you see, it's the nose, and they put like maggots in the nose. Say Nosgoth also stinks too. If you've ever smelled anything that's crawling with maggots, it's unpleasant. Like, it's nauseating, that kind of thing. Anyway, I think we might be at the end of the dungeon. Let me see. Watch Dogs is going to be free on Epic, huh? A Heart of Darkness. Heart of Darkness. Flay. Flay. Some magical energy, and... Ah, yes. The pre-boss save points. In that case, let's, use one of the Hearts of Darkness that I have to heal up. Okay. Nosgothiating? What? Okay. It really is a Zelda game, yes.
Oh, Malik, have you come to fail the circle once more? Leave, Paladin. I do not need your protection. Come, Kain. Come, share my pain.
So, Malik of the Seraphan appeared to guard Nupraptor, and the reason we don't have to deal with him yet is entirely because he dismissed Malik, which was a very grave tactical error on Nupraptor's part, because Malik would actually have kicked Kain's ass at this point. In fact, he very, very nearly does when Kain actually goes to fight him.
So, this was the mentalist Nupraptor, this broken, pathetic little man. Yet crippled as he was, he would not yield without battle. Very well, old fool. If it is death you seek, I will not deny you.
Yeah, this is a very simple boss fight. He teleports from one side of the arena to the other, and every time he does, he sends these balls of energy at you, and you have to walk through the ones that are purple colored whenever they fade out of view. And occasionally the battle arena will get a little bit more treacherous, but a little bit, really. The spikes are a bit of a pain in the butt, though. The spikes are what really make it difficult to navigate. But you know what? I'm, like, absolutely underthinking this. Hi. Got him. Sadly, the combat isn't actually very good. It's kind of clunky. Yeah, accurate. Oh, damn. Accidentally hit the shoulder button that triggered the map.
Perhaps the head of her beloved will convince Ariel that I have accomplished my task.
Yep, I'm pretty sure it will. You go into the menu, and you can find the items.
Nupraptor's head.
You can find the items in here up until the point where you actually go back to the pillars and use them to restore their respective pillar. Well, if you go into the menu while you still have them, you can get little comments from Kain about the artifact.
Alas, poor Nupraptor, I knew him well. Well, not really.
Yep, Kain's sense of humor sucks. Is there a Shakespeare in Nosgoth? That's an interesting question. Am I planning on using this footage for BSE? Absolutely not. First of all, that would be a headache to actually edit together, but I guess I'll re-record it when the time comes. Although I'm not sure whether or not doing Blood Omen 1 for BrainScratch would be a good idea in the first place. Like, maybe I'll just skip to one of the later games. Yes, and your reward for completing Nupraptor's retreat is a new weapon.
The mace is amongst my most useful of weapons, for it merely stuns my victims, allowing me ample time to feed.
I actually forgot Kain was going to talk when I picked that up. Which I really shouldn't have forgotten. Anyway, yeah, the mace stuns enemies.
Spiked mace.
And breaks through things that your sword can't. So that is definitely good to have. Let me just well, I have to demonstrate because they surrounded you with rocks so that you would absolutely have no choice but to learn that the mace breaks rocks. Also metal chests. And it automatically takes you back to the Pillars of Nosgoth. It kind of is, yeah. I'll agree with that one. I should probably do a few more things before I end this session. Let's see. There are 2 full moon caves over here. I should probably explore them. In fact, I'm almost to the full moon now, so it would be good timing.
I placed Nupraptor's head before the Pillar of the Mind, and watched on as it dissolved into the stone. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored.
Nupraptor was but the genesis. Forever tainted by his madness, the circle was beyond redemption. For them, absolution lay only in death. In me, they would find their deliverance. But first I had to defeat their shepherd. Malek, defender of the Nine, lay in a keep to the far north, past Vassabunt. It was time for me to test the wrath of the Pillar of Conflict.
Now, death in the circle breathes life to the pillars. For every pillar there is a token. Only with these shall they be restored. But to reach a warrior, you must first breach his ward. Find Malak and destroy him. Only then will the circle fall.
Okay. Anyway, the pillars are actually supposed to stretch out infinitely into the sky, but if you zoom out while you're actually at the pillars, you see like they have like they actually don't go very high at all in the field. That's always kind of amused me. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes. It's almost the full moon, so it's about time to explore some full moon caves. If I remember correctly, there actually were 2 of them in the general vicinity of the first town, but I don't remember exactly where they were. That's going to be a problem. Okay, let me just quickly step out here and see where I am. This is Stenchen Crow, I think. Let me just very, very quickly. Okay, so there's a full moon cave over there, and then the other one would be to the south. And if I remember correctly, there's also a third one. Oh, hang on. There's also a third one to the north of Wasserbund that's actually quite extensive, and one that I definitely want to handle during this session. I think it's the lightning spell cave. It might be. I'm going to skip that video real quick. We've already seen it once. Let's see. Also, I need to check out what was behind those secret rocks. Yes, there's a full moon cave right here. I don't think that's actually the one I'm thinking of, though. But it is, in fact, a full moon cave. So I want to come back here when the moon is full. The unfortunate thing about all these full moon caves is that you don't actually have much time to explore them before the moon is no longer full. Huh. How odd. I can absolutely hear something, but it's not breaking. Huh. You know what? I'm actually gonna, like, look this up online to make sure that I'm not getting it completely wrong. Okay. Omen. Wasserbund. I think I'm spelling that right. Walkthrough fact. This is walk through beginning. Kain's going with 6 pillars. Nupraptor, Shrine of Light, Wolf Cave, Flay, Spirit Forge, Cemetery, Revisited, Zeusturl, Energy Bolt Shrine, Blood Fountain of Strength, Cemetery, Naktalm, Stenchen Crow, Spirit Forge of Implode. Oh, so the Moon Cave north of Stenchen Crow is just the Spirit Forge of Implode. Well, I don't really care. Gypsy Camp, Wasserbund. Huh. It doesn't say. Fantastic. And of course, these are all just text-based, so they don't actually show me a visible map to let me know that they're actually telling me everything. Wasserbund map. Thank you. Images. Wasserbund. That doesn't tell me anything. That doesn't tell me anything at all. Uh... Seriously? Okay, here's some interesting trivia. Okay, so there's a secret location that you can get to in this town. It's called the HMCS Bitter. It's a pirate ship, and it's legitimately accessible in the game, but it wasn't discovered until 2010 when a team was going through the game's code while trying to recreate Blood Omen in 3D. They didn't know how to find a legitimate way to get into it until Dennis Dyack told them that there was. But there are invisible switches around the game, 4 of them, and you actually need to find the switches. And the switches themselves weren't found until this year. Someone actually found the switches only just this year. Really? Wow, that is that's amazing. There's a secret area that wasn't dummied out and is still legitimately accessible. No one knew it was in the game until 10 years ago, and they only found the legitimate means of entering it this year. Oh, that is good. That is good. Anyway, there is something that I absolutely can access here. It's directly due north of where I am right now. There is a house. No, it's not this one. Although I guess no. There aren't 101 secret locations in the game. There are 100 secrets. A bunch of those secrets are just invisible switches within a specific dungeon. Anyway, let's break that open and go into this house here. Oh, someone's been doing magical stuff in this place. In fact, like, this is a straight up, like, alchemy laboratory or something. I wonder if you can push this thing when you got more strength. It looks conspicuous. Oh, damn. Hang on. 1 second. Just, no. Give me, wrong menu. Ahem. Don't mind me, I'm just...
Ouch! Hands off, you ugly oaf.
Oh, so the one NPC in this place has nothing interesting to say. That's lame. So what's this place even here for?
Ouch! Hands off, you ugly oaf.
But
Ouch! Hands off, you ugly oaf.
I can trigger her dialogue from here? Really? Well, you know what? I need to feed, so... That is so weird. That is beyond weird. Okay. And yeah, you might be right. That might be a rock that I just need the other strength fountain in order to move it. Anyway, let's head up north. I'm not doing Malek's Bastion today, but I might as well make a little bit more progress. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Okay. If you do a two-hit combo with the mace, it actually auto-stuns. Look. Nice. I forgot about that. That actually is kind of handy. Problem is, these guys attack a little too fast for it. So you can't reliably hit them with it. You just kind of have to keep mashing the button on them. Oh, and you heard that, like, switch sound? When that happens, it means that you discovered one of the secrets. So far in this playthrough, I have discovered 7 of the 100 secrets. I have mutilated 28 enemies, fed 121 times, and slayed a total of 292 between them. So yeah. Still a whelp. Still a whelp, and will remain a whelp until I've discovered a significant portion of the game's secrets. Oh, hang on. For some reason, the circle button counts as a confirm button, even though the X button is also a confirm button. So I actually do need to select exit there. That's a little annoying. Anyway, still got some sunlight hours before the full moon hits, so let's see what's in here.
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us. Your magic energy recovers more quickly, for our blood enhances.
Excellent. This blood fountain causes your magic regen to be faster. That's definitely good. That is useful. That is a useful thing. It's kind of funny how, like, you walk in a cave. You walk in a cave to get to the blood fountain, but it's clearly got a door. Like a wooden door made by human hands.
Years ago, word reached us of a strange pestilence that had laid siege to a few remote villages far east, but the rumors failed to prepare us for the horror that was the plague.
Oh no. Yeah, so the next town's been hit by a plague. This mace is more useful than I remember it being. Just as long as you time it right, you know?
Worms and maggots fed upon his festering skin. The scent of tainted blood seeped through the wounds upon which they feasted. Pity. Such a waste. Good blood gone bad.
So, the problem with the plague is that it causes there to be a lot of poisoned blood. So you got to watch out for that. The poisoned blood will not go down well. So pay attention to the color of the blood that your enemies are bleeding when you hit them. Let's see.
Korhagen, my home. The finest city in all of Nosgoth, rich in vanity and conceit. I had no delusions as to the welcome I would receive.
Oh no, plague blood tends to be poison blood, I think, which is green. Black blood will damage you, but I think that comes from a different kind of source. It's almost a full moon, so I'm not going to go much beyond this until some time has passed. I don't need any magic restores. Not yet, anyway. Ah, good old plague carts. Hang on. Oh no, I've still got some hours left. Okay. Black blood mostly comes from demons. Makes sense.
Death and disease stalked these streets. Bodies lay, most in the very spots in which fate had taken them. A perfect homecoming.
And yeah, Corhagen is not just a town that you can stroll through. It's actually a convoluted maze that you need to navigate through. Let me actually check real quick which full moon which moon caves I want to pay attention to right now. Hang on. Uh let's see. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Trying to remember. Oh, right. The Lightning Cave is actually near Dark Eden, so that's like way, way ahead. Towns, cities, and villages. Anything in the general vicinity of Corhagen that I should know about? Probably not, no. I just want a list of the moon caves, internet. Finding guides for old games is a pain in the butt. Because if I only have a short period of time, I want to pick and choose which moon cave I go into. Let's see. Okay, there are actually only 8 moon caves in the game. And I've actually found, like, the only 3 that I can access right now. Wait, hang on. East of Noctalm, southeast of Noctalm. There are 2 of them? What? I'm a little, like... Huh. Well, in any case, I should probably head on back to Noctalm. Corhagen can wait until next session, because that's gonna take quite a while to navigate through. Yeah, it's pretty irritating how much time has to pass for a full moon to happen. This one leads to specifically the Implode Spirit Forge, I think. So, oh, Jesus. Anyway, I think this moon cave leads to the Implode Spirit Forge. I could be wrong though. The directions given on this list are pretty vague. Southeast of Noctalm, east of Noctalm, north of Stench and Crow. So let's see. I think this counts as north of Stench and Crow, although it's also north of Vaserbund, which you would think would be a clearer set of directions than north of, yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. South of Corhagen. This is the Font of Putrescence Spirit Forge. So it is a Spirit Forge, just a different Spirit Forge. And I don't particularly care I don't really care about the Spirit Forge moon caves. However, the one southeast of Noctalm, which, oh wait, hang on. I should go into bat form. The one southeast of Noctulm actually just leads to an area with a bunch of items, so it's one that you only really want to access once. Ugh. Okay, bat form. I also haven't properly explored Noctulm yet because I didn't have the disguise spell at the time. So, let's see. Yeah, this is where I want to be. All right, to the south we go. There are only a few of the moon caves that are really necessary for game completion. Like, the Lost City can only be accessed... Like, the Lost City can only be accessed in the full, on a full moon, and, you know, you go through it once and you're fine. Oh, I can't go this way yet. Excellent. But, most of them are just, like... You know, I think all of them count as a secret, actually, so you might actually need to go to all of them at least once. That's annoying. Well, I probably have time for 2 within the span of a single full moon. Maybe all 3. Maybe I can go to all 3. Possibly. We'll see. I'm not going to, like, be super, Damn. Damn. I can't break those down. I have to wait until I have mist form. Anyway, let's go through some houses, I guess. Did I go in here already? I think I did. Right, the reason there's a shield on the floor here is that there is cut content. There was supposed to be a shield that Kain could obtain. Yeah, to make the game even more Zelda-like, I suppose. And you were supposed to be able to acquire it here, I think. Which is why there's a shield on the floor, but the shield was not included in the game. Oh, damn it! So, yeah, that's a thing. But, there is now no shield. Over the river and through the wood to the moon cave we shall go. Yes, indeed we shall go. Well, as soon as the sun sets, anyway. I'm just killing time until that happens. The day-night cycle takes time to pass. Okay, what's this place? The Lion Head Pub. Let's go. I'm not even bothering with disguise or dialogue. Like, you sometimes get decent information out of it, but only sometimes. I'm just here for a drink, you know? There's at least, like, one bar where once you hop behind the counter, there's a secret switch there that leads to a teleporter. I'm just not sure, like, which one it is off the top of my head. It might be the first town, actually, the one where Kain gets murdered. Another pub. How about that? It's like right next door to each other. I feel like I'm on Bourbon Street. Oh, ooh. This is actually a pretty big place. Let me just very quickly... Ha! Can't get me. Thanks for the drink, bartender. Now we've got ourselves a flay, another flay, and another flay. Plenty of flays to go around. Yeah, the buildings do tend to look a lot bigger on the inside than they are on the outside. Every building in this goddamn country is a TARDIS. Alright, hang on. Where am I? Right, I should be going the other way. Oh, wait, hang on. I think... Okay, I was definitely misremembering. Oh, yeah. Okay, the mace doesn't do very much actual damage, though, apart from having that really useful stun combo. Like, those wolves took one hit with the iron sword to kill. Alright, and this is the King's Tavern. Sounds classy. Is it classy, though? Nope. In fact, the moment I walk in the door, the waitress tries to slap me in the face. 2 implodes. Not bad. Look, don't mind me, okay? I'm not here for your life. I just want the stuff in that barrel, okay? It's not like you have a use for it. I mean, what are you gonna do? Make your ex-boyfriend implode? You know what? That might actually be what she was saving it for. Okay, this is just a house with some peasants in it that you can feed from. What'd the 5 fingers say to the vampire? Slap! Okay, the light is fading. That means it's almost nighttime. Cave is still shut, though. I think it actually will show the cave is open on the map when it's available. Okay, just another house. Sony is bankrolling a Silent Hill reboot with some of the original Team Silent devs working on it. Oh, if that rumor's true, I'd certainly be interested. I don't think any of them will ever be as good for me as Silent Hill 3, though, because I doubt they'll ever do that kind of character again. Oh, damn. I'm brushing too close to the water over here, and there isn't even anything to find. Thank you, game. Okay, up the cliffs we go, up the cliffs we go. Come on, come on, come on. Just let me jump. Thank you. So I guess I just sit here and wait until the icon in the corner turns into a moon. There we go. Right on time. Alright. Oh, invisible switch. For a second I was like, oh, do I need mist form for this? But no. Oh, this is a bandit hideout. Well, I guess this village is going to have a few less pickpocketing instances in the next while. The hitbox on the mace is deceptively wide, by the way. Like, I hit both of those with a stun combo there. Some implodes. Heart of Darkness. Another Heart of Darkness. This is a good haul. Although I'd like to know why they were keeping so many hearts. Like, they're bandits, right? They'd want stuff they could sell? Is there a market for vampire hearts? Damn it!
The Heart of Darkness.
It's like I kept trying to auto-push the damn boulder and... Ugh, that was annoying. That was incredibly annoying. Health upgrade, magic upgrade. Nice. Okay. Get out of my face. Like, the hitboxes on the boulders are also deceptively wide. Let's see. Right, so it looks like I've explored this entire area and gotten everything there is to get. And all of the bandits are dead. Almost. I do need a little bit more blood, though, so thank you, guy. Alright. And... now I want to go to the cave directly north of town, don't I? Let me see. If I go bat form, I should be able to make it pretty easily. Right. Sort of, I guess. It's more like gritty Legend of Zelda than Diablo, though. Like, there are quite a few Zelda conventions in this game. Okay, let's see. There's the moon cave. It actually does show it shut on the map, so that's convenient. Oh no, it doesn't just show it shut on the map. It takes a few seconds for it to open once you fly to the area. Okay.
One must be wary in dealing with the spirit forges. The wraiths and shades that inhabit them offer items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood. The wraithsmiths forge their items with forfeit souls.
Okay, thanks, Kain, for the explanation again.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours. So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Yeah, sure, why not? And now I have a bunch of implodes. Great. Okay, let's see. I think that counts as finding a secret as far as the game's counter is concerned. Alright, why did I leave wolf form? I'm dumb. I need to jump down before I can do anything. Okay, next moon cave is, let's see. South of Corhagen, in other words, north of Nupraptor's retreat. Hang on, there we go. It does kind of look like a rabid baboon, doesn't it? It really does look like a rabid baboon. Jesus, that's appropriate. Okay, to the north we go. Where was the moon cave again? Oh, that's not what I want. Hang on. Although I probably should use a Heart of Darkness. Hang on. Moon cave is the second cave along this path. Great. Right.
Victor!
Oh, damn. Gotcha. The timing for getting these guys with the mace stun is really, really tricky. But if you start the combo before they even get to you, it can be quite a lot easier. Got it. First try. That guy should have hit me, but it was probably the wonky diagonal hit detection saving my ass. So, yeah, this is the moon cave. And what we have here is... yes, another spirit forge.
One must be wary in dealing with the spirit forges. The wraiths and shades that inhabit them offer items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood. The wraithsmiths forge their items with forfeit souls.
I'm pretty sure Kain has been mispronouncing Ve Victus for years.
Your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
Alright, and we have ourselves another spirit forge.
You come to the spirit forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, I will.
Yes, thank you. When they say east of Noctalm, are they talking about like an area that you can only get to once you have the mist form? That might be what it is. Well, in any case, full moon's gone. Can't do any more moon caves today. I've gotten 3 of the 8 moon caves down, though. Well, that's counting the Lost City, which isn't really a moon cave. But, let's see. Alright, very, very quickly, I am going to... oh, this is the forms menu. Spells. I'm going to use Sanctuary to partially heal myself. Wrong button. Oops. And before I end this session, I'm going to go back to the first town outside of the mausoleum and see what there is to see now that I can jump over. Now that I can jump over the goddamn bar counter. In this game, Kain pronounces machinations with a mash sound. Machinations? I don't remember, but machinations might be a valid way of saying it. I'm just not sure. Like, I know machinations is how I hear it in America. Maybe there's alternate pronunciations. I don't know. Ah, here we go. Feed me. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Or that, for that matter. Let's see. Right. This is the way I want to go. Oh. It's kind of funny that the people who killed Kain, for as big a deal as he makes of killing them, they respawn. Including all of the audio connected to them.
What trickery is this?
Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment.
I forgot.
My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
I forgot about this entirely until I got here. But yes, the audio connected to the brigands who killed Kain and his revenge on them.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, you have almost no reason to ever come back this way, so I guess it was just a huge ass oversight. Vengeance sated again. The only audio in that section that doesn't happen a second time is Mortanius's dialogue. Anyway, I want to revisit this tavern. You stay open for no man in these dark times, and I'm about to prove you right. Asshole. Anyway, I think this might be... Yes! This takes us to the Spirit Forge for Flay? Wait, I've already been here. It teleports you to the Spirit Forge for Flay? Seriously? It's just an alternate means of reaching the Spirit Forge for Flay. That's very disappointing. Because I've already been here, and there's a Batwing location here and everything. Lame. Lame. I'm gonna, like, wolf run all the way back to town so that I can explore the other houses, because there's probably items that I didn't bother picking up the first time through. See ya, bro. You guys aren't worth my time either. I'm full. Oh, it's there so you can possess the barkeep and take him to the Spirit Forge. Oh! Oh, I can't do that yet. Oh, damn. I probably should have flown to the pillars. Yeah, because otherwise you can't get anyone up the cliffs. That makes sense. Well, what are you supposed to do for the other Spirit Forges in the Moon Caves, though? I guess you can't do that for them, can you? Oh, damn it. I accidentally triggered the same exit by walking slightly left instead of south. Oh, damn. Ouch. Ouch. I forgot this forest was full of projectile enemies. Run! Okay. I'm good. And I'm also hungry again. You get to be dinner. Alright. Now, the other houses. Let's explore. There's only a few, so this is not going to take long at all. Alright. A few flays in there. Not bad. I probably should have gone through these houses on my way through. But I was like, nah, you know, I wanna wait until I have the disguise spell. Then I remembered how, like, little you get from talking to people with disguise. They Victus as he shouts as he breaks a barrel. Yes. Yes, indeed. Well then, I'm going to fly back to Kain's mausoleum. And that is the end of tonight's Legacy of Kain session. We've been going for almost 4 hours. I think this is a good place to end it. No need to marathon it quite as much as JRPG just to make progress. We defeated Nupraptor and all of that, so woe to the conquered barrel. Woe to it indeed. Oh, wait, where's the save point? The save point is... Wait, where is the save point? I need to find the save point. Oh, damn. Where is the save point? Hang on. The save point is up there. Okay, okay. It's good. It's good. We're good. There is a save point directly dead ahead. No. No, that's wrong. This... Out of my way. Yes, here we are. Saving the game. And we end our first session at... how many days? 13 days and 16 hours. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic night. And don't get bit by a vampire, because that would be bad.